Well, hello YouTube. I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. How's everybody doing out there? It's a nice day here in South Alabama. It's not completely blue skies, but there's a breeze today. It's nice and pleasant outside, and as soon as I do this video, I'm gonna go get outside a little bit and then get back here because I have somebody to show the house to this afternoon, or my realtor does. But today I want to talk about how I choose what to eat on a raw food diet. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd really love it if you'd go down and hit that subscribe button now, like the video, and yeah, come back and watch some more. So how do I choose what I eat on a raw food diet? I'm just so different than everybody. I don't know that I got a tribe out there. I don't know if I have people that do things like me, because it's always like, I'm like, okay, well, this is my thinking process. This is everybody else's thinking process. And to some extent, I've always been utilitarian about my food, a little bit more logic about it than just feel, emotional, whatever. One of the things I love, and I grew up doing this, and I did this probably every day of my life up until the time I went raw vegan, is that what do I feel like today? What do I feel like? Now, I wasn't a picky eater before this, but I was still caught up in that. What do I feel like? I hear people saying that on social media, like it's just willy-nilly. What do I feel like tonight? I don't care what I feel. Oh, I feel like tacos. I feel like burgers. I feel like this. I feel like that. I don't go by that kind of a feel. I don't go by what excites my taste buds. I go by what my body needs. What does my body need for this particular meal? Now, as I'm saying that, I'm thinking somebody will take that to the 10th extreme and mean you're like 100% of the time. No, I'm not perfect. No being is. I'm not a fanatic either. So I'm not saying that 100% of the time everything I put in my mouth is like a machine, like, okay, you're 1 quart of oil down, you put this exact amount. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in general, my basic philosophy for choosing what I'm going to eat has to do with my nutritional needs and not for my taste. Now, as I say that, I want to make something else real clear, because people kind of just selectively hear things. I don't choose food based on its taste. I choose food based on my needs. But that by no means, I don't want you to take that good food that are satisfying my needs don't taste good, or it has to be boring, or it can't be satisfying. And that's what I talked about in a recent video, is how your palate changes. It's kind of like you have to go through this. It's more of a transit. I think there's more of a transition of the palate, of your tongue, than there is a transition of what's going on in your body. Because if you, let's say today, you've just started dabbling with, starting to follow a raw food diet, you're not going to necessarily find everything that I'm eating, everything that I'm suggesting tasty. You might, but you might not. Because you're coming from a certain way of eating. Your tongue's got to do a little bit of a detox, because even just for me, I didn't eat the same way in the very beginning from day one as I eat now. So the evolution of that taste will change, and it'll come a little bit closer. I guess what I'm getting to is your taste will you'll learn to have, your taste will fit your nutritional needs, or the things that you use to fit your nutritional needs will taste very good to you. I just had a smoothie for lunch. Normally I'll have my salad at lunch. Didn't have time today, but my smoothie. Like I said, and good. Here's a little meal planning on the go for you here. For breakfast this morning, I had an ice cream. That's a surprise, isn't it? I had almond butter and ice cream. Bananas and a couple of tablespoons of almond butter. I know, fanatic out there, that's not a perfect combination. Bad Jack. But when I do something like that, the purpose being is that's the bulk of my fat for the day. Now, when I went for lunch, I'm making a green smoothie. So I'm thinking, okay, you've had your big meal of calories, you got a little fat in there. The smoothie, the main reason I have those green smoothies and I make them the way that I do every day is because of the things that are in them. I've got more bananas, more calories, more fruit. I've got a bunch of kale, as much green as I can pack in there. What else? Now, now, even though that's an omega-3 fat, I think I'm going to use some hemp seeds in a salad dressing possibly later today. So I left the hemp seeds out. If I hadn't had, or if my fat was at a different situation, I'm thinking, okay, let's put some hemp seeds in there, get those omega-3s, get some more calories, get some more protein. But I didn't need that today. But that green smoothie has become, like, to a lot of people, if you saw it, it's real dark, it's real thick, it's real dank green, and it may not look the most appetizing. Love it, love it, love it. So that, like I said, I built that smoothie accordingly, and I built that smoothie to get the things in there. I've got my greens, my fruit, I've got blackstrap molasses. If I'm not going to have a salad that day, I call an audible. I reach in the refrigerator, I pull out my sprouts, and I mix them right into the smoothie. And I'm not going to lie to you there. When I add lentil sprouts to my normal smoothie, it doesn't taste as good. It's not nasty. No, don't make that big leap. It doesn't taste as good. I don't like it as much. It's not like my favorite smoothie anymore, but it's not like I have to choke it down. It's still good, but I will do that because I want to get my sprouts in. And then for dinner, since like I said, I would, maybe tonight I would have, it depends it also impacts what salad dressing I'm going to have later this afternoon when I eat. Since I had the almond butter right out of the bat this morning, I won't use tahini in my salad dressing this afternoon. I won't use hemp seeds, or I might use I'll use hemp seeds. I might use a little bit of hemp seeds since I've already had my fat, or maybe not. But that's just kind of how I put it together. But it's not willy-nilly, just like, what do I feel like? I mean, that just almost like my sarcasm button gets pushed when I hear somebody, well, what do you feel like today? Well, I don't know. What do you need to eat? But that's how like I said, in my opinion, that's how you should be making your choices when it comes to food. And that, like I say, I'm always aware as I do these videos. I'm always aware as I'm talking to you, making suggestions, whatever. Don't think it doesn't dawn on me that, like I say, I'm in a very unique situation. I've been by myself. I've lived by myself, eaten by myself, done everything by myself since I've been vegan. So when it comes to food, like I say, it's just been this, okay, let's hone in. Oh, we're adding this now. Now we've added the sprouts. Now we've added this. But it's like, working out a puzzle or trying to figure out a formula or whatever. I'm just kind of always trying it. At 9 years in, next month will be 9 years, finally. Well, I don't know, 9 years isn't like a big milestone. 10 years will be that one. But anyhow, 9 years, big time. But it's like there's been, I started out on this whole journey, like I say, 9 years ago. There haven't been for me a lot of flip-flopping, big changes. Oh, okay, now I'm not raw anymore. Now I'm doing raw in a totally different way. Or now I'm Mr. Juice Man, and ever since I've said I'm not really into the juicing thing, now all I do is juice. See, that's what happens with a lot of your raw vegans out there. They're flip-flopping all the time. And when you're flip-flopping all the time, you're not giving something a chance to work. And you're flip-flopping all the time because there's a lot of slick-looking content out there. There's this challenge this month, and do this month, and only eat this month. And there's just all this gimmicky stuff out there, and you're trying to take all your information from it. You're not internalizing any of the information you're taking. You're not taking that information, putting it into the laboratory, and seeing how it applies to you. But yeah, I think that's why it's worked for me, because it's been a thought out process for me. I don't move quickly. I don't, like I say, in the 9 years, I can't think of anything that I've learned a new piece of knowledge and made a drastic change or started doing something a lot different. It's been little, like I say, you'll read, you're doing one thing and then you're reading a little bit more and you're saying, well, maybe this makes sense, and you try it out, and maybe that doesn't. Maybe that wasn't it, and you do this, and you're always experimenting. Now I'm at a point, 9 years, it's tweaking. There's not going to be big changes. I don't think there's going to be big changes, but it's just always about tweaking. But I guarantee you this, I think that's going to be my mindset for the rest of my life, is what does my body need? And who knows, maybe, like I say, the fact that I'm an older dude with no health insurance, and who knows if I'm going to get health insurance, I need the maximum. I need the maximum coverage, my own insurance on my body I can get. So that's why I'm always, looking around, studying, trying to learn more, trying to basically trying to hit my body with more nutrition. The more I can zap my body with good things, with antioxidants, with minerals, with vitamins, with what have you, with the good stuff, whole food, natural plants, the better. And I think it'll be better for me in the long run, and I think it'll keep me vibrant longer in the long run. But that's how I make my decisions. How do you make yours? Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you here at the end of the week. Have a good one. Peace.